Hi, I'm Rajeshwari Saklecha, Chennai's Pinkathon Ambassador, and yes, the economic performance of any country is directly linked to its health performance. Wealthier countries have healthy populations. Healthy citizens equals to healthy economy, and healthy economic performance equals to healthy countries. Yes, healthy countries equals to wealthy countries. You may ask why, and here is the reason. Healthy citizens are goal-oriented. Healthy citizens are energetic citizens. They are disciplined. They are energetic. They are consistent. They are self-motivated. They manage their time better. So why wouldn't a country need more citizens like that? A country needs more people like that. A country, not only in aspects of their health, but a country needs more people to grow in terms of economy as well. Economy needs more people like that to grow in terms of wealth and power as well. Pinkathon is much more than just a running event for women. It is a platform where women get to discover their strengths, beliefs, and potential. Here, women find courage to break the barriers on their own or with the support of other Pink sisters. It is certainly a seed of positive change and transformation. At Pinkathon, women are encouraged to step out of their homes, to adopt a healthy lifestyle, to improve her overall health and fitness, and ultimately the family's health, and hence building up the healthy society, and in this way the entire nation.
Pinkathon is a movement that establishes the importance of physical fitness in women and empowers them to take time out every single day towards some form of activity that helps them stay physically and mentally fit. The emphasis that we lay on the education, financial security, and independence of women should be extended towards health and fitness too. And Pinkathon makes that happen one woman at a time. While being the primary and the chief functioning officers of our homes and lives, Pinkathon has enabled thousands of women, including me, to learn to put ourselves first and take good care of ourselves. Like the message says, fit women for fit families.
Pinkathon for me is the story of my running. In 2016, I joined Pinkathon, started with 2 kilometers, underwent various challenges and trainings, and became a long distance runner. I have ran few intercity runs, other long distances, running runs. In fact, this is the story of many other Pinkies too. Pinkathon is a community platform where women of less physical activity experience come over to and share their experiences, train together, and become athletes, marathoners, and winners of many races. Getting back women of less physical activity to regular physical activities is in fact a contribution to their fitness and also has economic benefits too. Regular physical activities has less risk to diseases like cardiovascular issues, diabetes, hypertension, in fact, breast cancer and dementia too. Also, it leads to lesser premature mortality. Also, regular physical activity has an impact on the work performance too, and hence the productivity too. Pinkathon thus contributing to the fitness of women as well as the fitness of the society, as well as the fitness and economy of the country too.
Hi, I'm Rajeshwari Saklecha, Chennai's Pinkathon Ambassador, and yes, the economic performance of any country is directly linked to its health performance. Wealthier countries have healthy populations. Healthy citizens equals to healthy economy, and healthy economic performance equals to healthy countries. Yes, healthy countries equals to wealthy countries. You may ask why, and here is the reason. Healthy citizens are goal-oriented. Healthy citizens are energetic citizens. They are disciplined, they're energetic, they're consistent, they're self-motivated, they manage their time better. So why wouldn't a country need more citizens like that? A country needs more people like that. A country, not only in aspects of their health, but a country needs more people to grow in terms of economy as well. Economy needs more people like that to grow in terms of wealth and power as well.
Pinkathon is much more than just a running event for women. It is a platform where women get to discover their strengths, beliefs, and potential. Here, women find courage to break the barriers on their own or with the support of other Pink sisters. It is certainly a seed of positive change and transformation. At Pinkathon, women are encouraged to step out of their homes, to adopt a healthy lifestyle, to improve her overall health and fitness, and ultimately the family's health, and hence building up a healthy society, and in this way the entire nation.
Pinkathon is a movement that establishes the importance of physical fitness in women and empowers them to take time out every single day towards some form of activity that helps them stay physically and mentally fit. The emphasis that we lay on the education, financial security, and independence of women should be extended towards health and fitness too. And Pinkathon makes that happen one woman at a time. While being the primary and the chief functioning officers of our homes and lives, Pinkathon has enabled thousands of women, including me, to learn to put ourselves first and take good care of ourselves. Like the message says, fit women for fit families.
Pinkathon for me is the story of my running. In 2016, I joined Pinkathon, started with 2 kilometers, underwent various challenges and trainings, and became a long distance runner. I have ran few intercity runs, other long distances, running runs. In fact, this is the story of many other Pinkies too. Pinkathon is a community platform where women of less physical activity experience come over to and share their experiences, train together, and become athletes, marathoners, and winners of many races. Getting back women of less physical activity to regular physical activities is in fact a contribution to their fitness and also has economic benefits too. Regular physical activities has less risk to diseases like cardiovascular issues, diabetes, hypertension, in fact, breast cancer and dementia too. Also, it leads to lesser premature mortality. Also, regular physical activity has an impact on the work performance too, and hence the productivity too. Pinkathon thus contributing to the fitness of women as well as the fitness of the society, as well as the fitness and economy of the country too.
Hi, I'm Rajeshwari Saklecha, Chennai's Pinkathon ambassador, and yes, the economic performance of any country is directly linked to its health performance. Wealthier countries have healthy populations. Healthy citizens equals to healthy economy, and healthy economic performance equals to healthy countries. Yes, healthy countries equals to wealthy countries. You may ask why, and here is the reason. Healthy citizens are goal-oriented. Healthy citizens are energetic citizens. They are disciplined, they're energetic, they're consistent, they're self-motivated, they manage their time better. So why wouldn't a country need more citizens like that? A country needs more people like that. A country, not only in aspects of their health, but a country needs more people to grow in terms of economy as well. Economy needs more people like that to grow in terms of wealth and power as well.
Pinkathon is much more than just a running event for women. It is a platform where women get to discover their strengths, beliefs, and potential. Here, women find courage to break the barriers on their own or with the support of other Pink sisters. It is certainly a seed of positive change and transformation. At Pinkathon, women are encouraged to step out of their homes, to adopt a healthy lifestyle, to improve her overall health and fitness, and ultimately the family's health, and hence building up the healthy society, and in this way the entire nation.
Pinkathon is a movement that establishes the importance of physical fitness in women and empowers them to take time out every single day towards some form of activity that helps them stay physically and mentally fit. The emphasis that we lay on the education, financial security, and independence of women should be extended towards health and fitness too. And Pinkathon makes that happen one woman at a time. While being the primary and the chief functioning officers of our homes and lives, Pinkathon has enabled thousands of women, including me, to learn to put ourselves first and take good care of ourselves. Like the message says, fit women for fit families.
Pinkathon for me is the story of my running. In 2016, I joined Pinkathon, started with 2 kilometers, underwent various challenges and trainings, and became a long distance runner. I have ran few intercity runs, other long distances, running runs. In fact, this is the story of many other Pinkies too. Pinkathon is a community platform where women of less physical activity experience come over to and share their experiences, train together, and become athletes, marathoners, and winners of many races. Getting back women of less physical activity to regular physical activities is in fact a contribution to their fitness and also has economic benefits too. Regular physical activities has less risk to diseases like cardiovascular issues, diabetes, hypertension, in fact, breast cancer and dementia too. Also, it leads to lesser premature mortality. Also, regular physical activity has an impact on the work performance too, and hence the productivity too. Pinkathon thus contributing to the fitness of women as well as the fitness of the society, as well as the fitness and economy of the country too.
Hi, I'm Rajeshwari Saklecha, Chennai's Pinkathon ambassador, and yes, the economic performance of any country is directly linked to its health performance. Wealthier countries have healthy populations. Healthy citizens
Thank you to all the panelists for joining in this morning, and a warm welcome to all. And with your permission, we shall begin the proceedings. And I must say, the videos that we just saw were absolutely motivating to see such powerful women, the Pinkathon ambassadors, bringing in the change. And with that, we move on to our next panel discussion. And before that, I would like to mention that, since we are on a virtual space, there are certain do's and don'ts. I request you to see to it that you are in the best internet connection wherever you are placed. Also request our panelists to use only one device on this platform and not have any other device, because that will lead to echoing into your system. So request to do the same. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers would have question answers. We will definitely open the floor for Q&A at the end of the panel discussion. Request you to please type in your name in the Q&A section, mentioning whom you want to first address it to, then your name and your organization's name, and then the question. That way, it will be easier for us to address it to the right and respective individual. With that, welcome you all to Fit India for Aatmanirbhar Bharat, a discussion to analyze the larger impact of health and fitness on a society and the economy. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our panelists, Ms. Ekta Vishnoy, Director, Fit India Mission Office. Ms. Ekta Vishnoy is Mission Director, Fit India, Sports Authority of India, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports since November 2019. She is an Indian Revenue Services Income Tax Officer of the 1999 batch. She has won the Finance Minister's Gold Medal for Best Probationer since joining the services. An avid fitness and sports enthusiast, she's represented India at national and international events of powerlifting and also won a gold medal in the Asian Powerlifting Championship 2019. It's a pleasure to have you, ma'am, and welcome. We also have with us Mr. Nilendra Singh, Managing Director, Adidas India. Mr. Singh has been with Adidas for over 15 years. In his long and rich career spanning over 21 years, he's worked in various roles in India, South Korea, and Germany. He was recently appointed as General Manager for India. In his new role, he leads and drives the vision, mission, and beliefs of the organization with a focus on cultivating a performance-oriented culture. Furthermore, his focus is on enhancing the profitability along with a steady growth for Adidas in India and neighboring countries. Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to have you. Now, would like to introduce the lady who is instrumental in bringing together thousands of women to run for a cause. The Pinkathon videos we just saw are a testimony for the same. Our next panelist, Ms. Reema Sangvi, co-founder of Pinkathon. She's also the founder of Maximus Mice and Media Solutions, a decade-old global award-winning brand with a network of over 500 corporate clients spread across every continent. As one of the key steps towards women empowerment, she co-founded Pinkathon, which is Asia's largest run for women, featuring over 1 lakh women runners every year. Over the years, Reema has been conferred with several awards, including Global Mice 50 Most Influential Women Leaders, Mice Future Leader of the Year Award, Femina Women Leadership Award, and many more for her contribution to the business and the industry. It's a warm welcome to you, Reema, and it's good to see you. And to moderate the session, would like to welcome Mr. Udit Sheth, founder and MD, SE Transstadia, a finance, operations, and information technology graduate. His deep understanding of product design and development and his vision of bringing world-class urban sports infrastructure has borne fruit with the ICA Arena in Ahmedabad in 2017. And over the last decade, he has dedicated his efforts towards making Transstadia a catalytic sports company in India, enabling diverse revenue models, economic development, city branding, community and lifestyle upliftment, and building the nation's sports culture. Warm welcome to you, Mr. Udit Sheth. It's good to see you. And before I hand it over to you, a gentle reminder to all our viewers to send their questions in the chat box, mentioning whom they want to address it to. Alternatively, if you're viewing this event on YouTube Live, please feel free to put in your questions in the comment box. And also request all our panelists to operate from only one device. Any other device using the same platform in the same premise that you are in will lead to an echo in your audio. With that, thank you so much. And I hand it over to Mr. Udit Sheth.
Hi and morning, everyone. Namaste. Thank you, Sachin, for this nice introduction that you've given me. We are all very impressed with the exciting videos that we have been seeing all the time in the morning. And I think fitness has become, I think, a mantra in India now. And before this panel was constituted, I was, talking to CII, and I think we need to congratulate our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and the Department of Sports, the Ministry of Sports, and all the people who made Fit India a very fantastic brand. I think it's one of the most outstanding brands that have come out, and the pandemic has really, pushed it to a new height altogether. So this is a very exciting session. I welcome Ekta ji, who is driving the entire Fit India Mission Office, Reema ji, who is driving fitness in women across the country, and it's very exciting to see the empowerment that the women get by getting fit and running. And of course, having Nilendra over here representing Adidas and driving the entire, the not only fitness but sport across India and the world. So it's a very exciting panel, and I'll get to the questions very quickly. Just before that, I also want to congratulate Ektaji for getting maybe 500,000 schools across India into the fitness program that she has initiated. So this is a very, very big number, and I think it's only going to grow across the country. So congratulations, ma'am, for the fantastic journey that you have created in 1 year. Being chair of this panel, I would not really want to talk too much, but I would like to have a lot of feedback from all of you. So I think the first question that I'll pose to all three of you, and maybe Ektaji can come first, and then Rimaji, and then Neil can take it up as well, is what do you do at your personal level of fitness? What do you do? What changes that you have witnessed in this journey together?
Thank you, Udit, for such a nice and sweetly worded introduction. I'm very happy to hear all that. And personally, I have been living this physically active lifestyle now since many years. Now, people walking or jogging, and I've also taken part, 2-3 times in this Pinkathon also, or maybe this rigorous strength training, which I just love. I make sure to at least take up some sort of physical activity daily, absolutely daily. And in office also, we make it a point that we have now the standing tables also for work. And we also make it a point that even if we are sitting for a meeting, we are not keep getting up and moving throughout the day. This active lifestyle. And personally, it has helped me a lot. Not only I am able to maintain a good health without the so-called lifestyle diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, or anything, but it also keeps me energetic throughout the day. We have sometimes very long working hours, but even in the evening, at night, it keeps you energetic, and that zeal and that energy is there to work. And also this physical activity every day, and if you keep moving throughout the day, it has kept my mind and body balanced, thus improving, I would say, overall quality of my life. That's what I would like to add.
And what have you done in this pandemic, differently? Because a lot of us have been sitting at home, and we have been under curfew. A few words on that would be really great to hear.
Mr. Sheth, if I may just intervene here, I think there's a technical error from ma'am's side. We shall wait for her to connect, but in the meantime, you could proceed with the next question.
Yeah, I would, in the meantime, request Rimaji. I would really want to know what's behind, your. Why have you gone to the ground to get all the women in the country doing fitness with you?
Just run, and run. No, so basically, it all started. So I'm born and brought up in Oman. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. So I'm born and brought up in Oman, and where throughout our schooling we were running, and I was the fastest distancer in Oman. So it all started from there, and we went on to. I did all kind of sports, from basketball to long jump to literally every kind of sport. Swimming, a lot of swimming, literally every day. So this was inculcated into our lives at the grassroots level. I think there's a lot of disturbance. Okay. Yeah, so that's what happened. And then when I came to Bombay, I realized that a lot of women, while the marathons were actually mushrooming across India, and but women were not running. And when we realized that, we said, there has to be something, a platform that needs to be created whereby, we come together and we run towards a cause. And that's what happened. And, we saw there were so many taboos surrounding a woman that we wanted to, something going on. Okay, there were so many taboos surrounding a woman that wanted to break all those taboos, and that's exactly what we did. Like nobody even spoke about breasts in public when breast cancer was such alarming. It was growing at an alarming rate, and here is where we said a movement like this, where we bring together women, is where Pinkathon actually took birth, and that's what happened. But the reason why it happened is because we had fitness inculcated into our lives at a very young age, and we realized the importance of running at a very young age, and that's how the whole movement started, and that's how fitness happened, and that's how Pinkathon happened.
Hey, what are you doing in this time of the COVID period to keep yourself active, fit? And, a lot of people have been affected, not only females, but males, children at home, they can't go to school. So what have you done for yourself and what do you advise for them?
I think, the most important during the pandemic, during the lockdown rather, we were actually, to not have a sedentary lifestyle and to continue to remain fit, we used to climb a lot of stairs and, run on our terraces. And that's what we used to do. But just because, you're always been so active, that active lifestyle becomes a habit then. And that is really important. Once that habit is formed, then you will pick up any form of exercise just to remain active. Even if it was sweeping your own house or doing the household chores, you were remaining active, right? And that was the most important part. So this is what we did during the pandemic and during the lockdown. We remained fit, we did everything that, and we had no household help. So, this is what we did during the pandemic. But, and once it's opened up, we are now all out and running. In fact, you must know that we created the biggest event during the lockdown, where we had 20,000 runners across the world running on the Pinkathon Day. So in October, we created the Pinkathon Day, and 20,000 runners across the world ran on that single day, preaching the fitness even during the lockdown. And this was clearly, a feather in the hat.
Wow, congratulations. I think that's very inspiring. And now over to Nilendra, big implementer of sports and sports goods manufacturing and has been traveling the entire world. And I would like to really want to know what he does for his fitness. I see his Instagram all the time. He's traveling a lot. He's he likes to take photos from the wilderness, the heritage, the architecture now. But what have you been doing for your own fitness, Neil?
Thanks, Udit, and kudos Rima and Ekta. Well done. I took to running many years ago. I never actually thought I could run. So this is a classic story of somebody who couldn't run enough, or at least thought couldn't run. But I took up to running at least a decade ago, and life changed since then. So, and therefore running's become a part of life. I've run multiple half marathons, but couldn't graduate to a marathon yet. So running is the core of the activity. However, I think recently, post-COVID, I've also taken to gym. We in the office have a world-class gym. There are not too many people coming to office. I've been going to office regularly, and therefore, carving time out during lunch to spend some 30 minutes to 45 minutes at gym is now a stronger routine than running regularly. So that's been my sport. And occasionally, of course, a game of badminton here and there is always welcome.
And do you do it only for yourself, or you also promote the entire family and your family at the workplace to actually get out and be active and at least maybe put 40-45 minutes a day into sport?
Yeah. So I think sport is a part of life.
Neil, request you to please unmute yourself.
Neil, that's there's a audio connection at your Neil.
I apologize, but Narendra, we are not able to hear you. No, we can't.
Sachin, am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, yes, you are.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Now you are.
Yes.
Yes, Neil.
Oh, damn. Where did you lose me?
I lost you at the third
45.
sentence.
Huh?
At the 45 minutes.
Oh, that's it. Oh gosh. So I still got a lot of that. So listen, 45 minutes a day, of course, at work. Family is a part of family joins the same gym. My wife joins the same gym, either with me or later. My daughter's a horse rider. My little 4-year-old just picked up tennis a few weeks ago. So everybody's involved. And I did say earlier that fitness and engaging in any form of fitness is a very common part of life and people who work for Adidas and at office. The gym is open throughout the day. You can go to the gym any time of the day. We hang out virtually with our trainers and athletes, do a bunch of virtual activities through the month, which is not only open to our employees, but a lot of other people who enroll on our app. So yeah, I think fitness is an always on activity when you work at Adidas.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I think Ekta ji is having some circle back to her in some time. But Rima ji, another question to you. What do you see that is lacking in India in terms of fitness? And a follow-up question on that is that what kind of challenges have you seen in the field of fitness for the people to embrace that fit way of life?
So I'll start with the challenges. I mean, because there are, and especially I'll talk on behalf of the women because I see quite a lot of challenges there. But in terms of okay, so one of the biggest challenges is that sporting is not inculcated at the. So we don't give as much importance to sporting as much we give to academics, right? So that is one of the biggest concerns that we have in our country. I think that is changing now with the Fit India movement and Khelo India movement. But that is really what requires. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
I think there's been some network issue and
Yeah.
back. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
You may proceed, Rima, please.
Okay, sure. And again, there is a 10-fold pay gap between men and women athletes. I think that is one of the biggest concerns that the sporting industry is facing at this point of time. Lack of sporting infrastructure. I think we're moving leaps and bounds with creating our biggest stadium right now, but the sporting infrastructure needs to have better facilities for women, and just overall we need to have better facilities. The other thing that we're suffering on is funding and sponsorships. I think that also needs a lot of attention. I think if we create especially if you see in India, you see that male athletes get sponsored much more than women athletes, and that becomes a huge concern as well. So these are some problems that we suffer on the current economic challenges of the sporting culture that we have currently in India. But also there are cultural, there are some problems that are cultural, which is, women are made, are meant to be the homemakers and live the sedentary lifestyle. That needs to change. And, when we have movements like Pinkathon, which, start addressing these issues at grassroots level, is where the change will happen. And of course, the change will happen with sustained efforts. So I think these kind of cultural changes also need to happen. there's a victim mentality that we have, whereby we say that, well, girls are not meant for sports and men are meant for sports. So these kind of things need to change, because 50% of our population, or rather 48% of our population, is women. So I think these are some of the concerns that we have currently in the sporting world. But most importantly, infrastructure. Infrastructure needs to really we need to up our game on the infrastructure front.
Do you think that the cities are built for running? It should make a change.
Oh, we need to have more and more running tracks across the cities, and we don't have those currently, which is why I'm saying, and not only in the running world, right? General infrastructure, but we're seeing a boom of these now. Suddenly, we have a lot of this. We have open gyms. We have all of that happening, which is great. And all of this has happened after the Fit India movement. It wasn't happening until now, and this change is more than welcome. But the efforts need to be more aggressive and more sustained.
That's a very relevant point that we need to take back to the authorities on building better infrastructure, and also infrastructure that can, invite more women into the ecosystem and, help run. And I think that I will want to throw that question to Neil, because...
I also want to, just a minute, I just want to congratulate Ekta ji for bringing in, sporting curriculum at the academic rate. And she's got 500,000 schools, am I correct? 500,000 schools, and that is commendable, and that is where the change will happen, and truly commendable. Thank you, Ekta ji.
Is she back online?
She is. I think she can hear me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, very well. I can hear everyone now.
Yes, Udit.
Ekta ji, welcome back. I think that, we will want to throw the same question at you in terms of what do you think is lacking in terms of fitness in India, and what the challenges you are facing as a commander-in-chief in the fitness mission office.
Rima has talked about many challenges. Besides those, I would like to add that it's not only in India, but all over the world. Technology has a large impact on people's physical fitness and health. Though technology is a boon in many ways, and modern inventions, they have made our life very easy and comfortable. But spending large amount of time in a day glued to other screens, we see our children most of the time on mobiles, on computers, instead of engaging in active physical activities. If we have to go to a nearby place, we would like to take a vehicle. We have the groceries shopping online. We most prefer to take a lift instead of climbing stairs. All these kind of things, small the technology inventions. What has happened is that though it has made our life comfortable, but all these things have decreased the amount of physical activity needed in one's life. Therefore, all our programs, events, and communication of Fit India movement, they are designed to push this message of inclusion of some kind of physical activity in your life. And especially in the school-going children, it has to be developed as a habit. Like we brush our teeth, we take our food, it has to be inculcated as a habit. That's why we are putting more stress on school-going children, because we have around 30 crore school-going children at present. And if we want India to be fit and healthy afterwards, without any lifestyle diseases, these children are our future of India. So we want that the children, this physical activity habit has to be inculcated in them. That's why we are harping on schools. We are pushing this messages through schools to all the school-going children. And as you said, we have already reached to around 500,000 schools in these last December and January. It was a celebration of Fit India School Week, where all the children, they just take part in 1 week of festivals celebrating fitness, knowing the importance of fitness by various things, be it by painting, by running, by debating what is healthy diet, what is physical activity, how to keep oneself healthy. So around 500,000 schools participated in that. And you can imagine the number of children who have actually been aware about this fitness thing. So in this, In this scenario, I would say that the clarion call of our Honorable Prime Minister that fitness ki dose aadha ghanta roz is very apt and inspiring. We have to push this message through all over to nook and corner of our country that though technology is there, but we have to make a very prudent use of it and not let it affect our lifestyle and health in an adverse way.
And are you seeing a lot of parents, motivating their children, especially the girls, getting into sport a little bit more, fitness into a little bit more as well?
Definitely, definitely. As Rima said, initially, we used to, every parent used to, they want their children to study only, and the pressure was more on academics rather than sports. But now, I would say that the scenario is changing. Now, even the parents are understanding that, the sports, my children can take sports as a career, and not only as a career. If my healthy, it will excel in studies also. So we are seeing a remarkable change. Are interacting with parents, teachers frequently, and we are seeing the change in the behavior with this Fit India movement, Khelo India movement, where we are, talent development. We are involving school-going children into competitions, into sports, into physical activities. So definitely there is a change. Yes.
One of the things that I recall is that, a lot of the schools that we have in India, they have a very strict code on the semi-formal uniform that they wear in terms of a tie and a very buttoned-up shirt and, black shoes. I mean, maybe you can, encourage them to move out of that and into a more sporting culture and sporting shoes, and that way that, the mindset can also change as they attend schools.
Definitely, yes.
So, Neil, India has always been a challenge for a lot of brands in terms of sporting goods, and cricket has been our only driving factor. So, what are the challenges that you see over here? I mean, you've been here for a couple of years, and what are you doing differently to get people into fitness and other sports that can actually make
Great question, Udit. And first of all, I just want to say that I think what Ekta and Rima just said is absolutely correct. I see exactly the way you see it. In addition to that, and before I answer my question, I just want to say, in addition to what just Rima and Ekta said, I think there's a fair amount of fitness also has not become a priority yet. So fitness just gets rolled over by something else. So I guess, there's a difference between being aware and doing it. So I guess awareness increasingly is getting better. But I do feel that unless it becomes a strict priority where there's no trade-off allowed for fitness and the time for fitness, it won't really cut. And therefore, we'll have to get our people and the citizens of the country to prioritize this over anything else early on. And that's the other challenge, that fitness for us, some of us or many of us, comes pretty late in the life, when either it's in the middle ages or middle age, or when the doctor says that it's important to make a lifestyle change. So that's interesting. In answer to your question, I kind of agree that India predominantly has been a cricket nation, but there are few sports that are coming by very strongly in kabaddi and badminton, to name the few. Badminton has always been India's second sport, but never really got organized until the kabaddi league happened, and the badminton league happened, and kabaddi, of course. The way Adidas looks at it is more from apart from marquee sports, we look at it from a grassroots level. So we've done a fair amount of investments on the ground in communities. So we run a community called Adidas Runners. There are about 20,000 runners in Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore. You can hear me still, right? Yeah, great, thanks. The responsibility of the coaches, the captains of the running communities is to enroll more people into running, and get running into a day, almost like a daily or a weekly practice. So that's one large initiative which we believe will bring about the practice of running consistently. We also believe that fitness is a contact sport, so it has to be done with somebody, and hence it's community, very similar to how Rima explained, and therefore we believe that unless there's a coach or there's a captain, and the entire structure of making you feel comfortable to at least make your starting point easy, it won't cut. And hence we make a lot of investments in making sure that we reach out to as many people as possible and make the starting point very easy. The other thing we do consistently is similar to what Ekta said, but in a different tonality, that we use digital to get fitness closer to people. You know, the entire advent of measuring how many kilometers have you walked, how many calories you've burned, the entire leaderboard culture in which I'm doing better or not, am I better than yesterday, am I better than my friend? That is a fairly great. It's an awesome momentum to be leveraged. So putting or encouraging people to come to the Adidas app is the other way of looking at it, because every week on the Adidas app there's a virtual session. That makes it easy. You can follow our athletes at your home. There are programs for weight loss, for general fitness. Even if you don't want to follow a program, you can follow at least a community who meets either physically or virtually. So in summary, I'm trying to say that most of our effort on fitness, at least, keeping mainstream sports aside, is in the realms of community building, grassroots activation, and making sure that we put digital in the hands of people so that they're able to, the starting point becomes easy, and the access to community is far simpler than before.
Yeah, that's fantastic, the work that you're doing. And, I think going to the basic question of this entire, and I'll start with Ekta ji, is, she said, fitness ka dose, aadha ghanta roz. And, it kind of translates into Aatmanirbhar, and the entire, I think the clarion call of the Prime Minister that we have to do it ourselves, whether it's fitness, whether it is, sport, or whatever we do in terms of Make in India, etc. So what is your, your philosophy, and how should we achieve that goal in fitness and in sport and in terms of making India a fit nation? Ma'am, you're on mute.
The vision of Aatmanirbhar Bharat, it is to make our country and its citizens independent and self-reliant in all senses. And as you said, Udit, fitness is the first thing which teaches us to be self-reliant. Nobody can jog for us, nobody can walk or exercise for us, nobody can go for gym for us. It is one has to do himself or herself for his or her fitness level. And therefore, the fitness is the thing which teaches everyone to be Aatmanirbhar for their health and fitness. Thus, translating this Fit India to Aatmanirbharta. And also, like, if we are able to take care of ourselves, we are a fit and a healthy society, we will be more productive and positive. We will be more self-disciplined. And then there is no doubt then we will be able to make it happy and a new India and a strong Aatmanirbhar India, then be it in sports or any other economic field. But yes, if we have a society who is happy, who is productive, who is self-disciplined, who is energetic, nobody can stop us of becoming a strong Aatmanirbhar India.
Absolutely, ma'am. And I think
this translates into Aatmanirbhar. Oh, sorry, Sudhir.
Please carry on.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that's how this Fit India is translating into Aatmanirbharta. First of all, take charge of your own health and fitness, become Aatmanirbhar in the true sense, and then having this healthy and positive community which can lead our country to be self-reliant in every way.
I think, the work that you're doing is so fantastic. And I think the awakening that people will have through the entire Fit India mission office is it's not only what we do today or the calendar of events that you're planning, as Ravi Mittalji said, that putting up a 1,200 event calendar for the year. It's massive, but I think the work is going to echo a lifetime. I think coming back to you, Rimaji, what is your take on it? And also, I think that you should address the issues of fitness and mental health as well after you opine on the Aatmanirbhar as well.
So, Udit, there is something that we started in Pinkathon, which we called Har Ghar Mein Pinkathon. Har Ghar Mein Pinkathon. And that was, the kind, nothing else mattered as long as you had fitness in your household. And, the kind of discipline, focus, and, what sport does to you is it makes you excel. It makes you want to do better every day. Like Neil just said, the leadership board, how it encourages people to, on a daily basis, to see how they're improving. And that is a high. And when a nation starts believing in that high is when the nation is going to be a healthy and wealthy nation, right? The productivity is going to go up, I don't know how many fold. So this is what fitness can do to a nation. And this is what a nation wants, right? At the end of the day, a highly self-reliant, productive nation. And that can be achieved by creating these communities and getting it to every household, and which is where we did Har Ghar Mein Pinkathon. On the other, I think the other question, Udit, you keep disappearing on me for some reason. But the other question you asked me is, what are the challenges? I, in fact, just told you what the challenges are that, are you talking about women in sport, or are you just generally talking in sport?
What is the bridge that you're building through Pinkathon on mental health and fitness?
So I think like I kept saying, that there's a victim mentality, that, men are better sports people than women, or women are meant to be homemakers, and they are supposed to live the sedentary lifestyle. So this is something that this needed to, we need to demolish this. These stereotypes don't need to exist, right? They need to be busted. And this is what we did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this is what we did. I even I have a talk show where which is called Unmute. And on Unmute, we actually bring about on a daily basis, topics that require addressing. And this is what we did during the lockdown as well. We spoke about, issues and, awareness, anxiety, come out in the open and talk about it. And when you make a community which comes together and rejoices together and exercises together and fitnesses together, you tend to emote as well. And that helps your mental health. Emotions, emoting helps your mental health. And also that 45 minutes of the day which you dedicate to yourself, or 1 hour of the day which you dedicate to yourself, is your me time. And that me time is so very important, because you're not thinking of anything else. You're not thinking of the negatives in your life. Like Ekta ji said, only positives because of fitness. So I don't know how to stop talking about the benefits of fitness, because they're just, they're just never ending. But this is what fitness can do to your life. And in terms of mental health, this is what we do, right? The community comes together, they celebrate together, they're rejoicing together. And that's what will, help you keep the mental health as well. And a mentally fit nation will create a healthy nation. And a healthy nation will create a wealthy nation. Udit, you've disappeared on me again.
Thank you, Rima. And you're echoing the same sentiments which yesterday Honorable Sports Minister also mentioned. Fit India is the new India. Well, thank you. In the meantime, we're trying to get Udit back onto the space. There's a question that's coming from the viewers, which is for Rima.
Yes.
How big is the role of influencers on social media to promote health and fitness?
Very big, very big. I think, we all have mentors. We all look up to certain people in our lives. My partner is Milind Soman, and, he leads by example every day of his life. And he's constantly reinventing and showing the world that age is no limit. He's at 55, running, he's done the Ultraman, he's done the Ironman. So these are influencers, right? These are mentors, these are influencers, and they every day tell you how, there is just no limit, and you are unstoppable. So of course, the role of influencers is immense, and as long as it's positive influence, right? I mean, that is really, really important, as long as the messaging is correct.
And must say, you're leading by example.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Ekta ma'am, the next question is for you. You have competed at the top level in sports and are now in the administration aspects of developing sports and fitness. How much does the experience of being a sports person assist in the capabilities of administration in sports? Sorry, ma'am. Do you want me to repeat the question?
Network.
Hello.
Ekta ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, now you're audible.
Yeah, may I repeat the question?
Yeah, please.
Okay, the question is, you have competed at the top level in sports and now in the administration aspects of developing sports and fitness. How much does the experience of being a sports person assist in the capabilities of administration in sports?
I could walk for half an hour. So I started the fitness regime up in my 40s, actually. Of the minds of people, what they have, and how reluctant they are into indulging into physical activity. So coming from that background, and then I started doing this weight training, and then picked up this powerlifting, and then went for national and international powerlifting championships. So that has really helped me that, first of all, age is no bar for any fitness, as Rima also said and has given the example of Milan Soman. So age is no bar. Even in your 40s, you can start anything. There's no limit to that. And that ground mentality that people's society, I'm aware. So that has really helped me when I came to lead this mission to inculcate this habit of fitness, physical activity in our citizen. So it has really helped me in planning of how do we make this behavioral change in people. How should we target the people? Because I myself was not a fitness enthusiast. So, but now after being aware of this fitness and physical activity, I came into that arena. So that has really helped me in planning for Fit India mission, in approaching schools that, how even I have 2 children, so I see their mindset also. So, how do we change the behavior? First of all, we need to change the behavioral change. People has to understand the important, people have to, that's why they have to indulge in this physical activity. Nowadays, they just took it as okay, they prefer to sit around or watch Netflix instead of just playing around, even in the families or. So that has really helped me, as I said, because I have come from that background where I was myself was not that fit. So I understand the mentality, and seeing the people, once the normal Indian. So now I think, how do I convince other people like I have overcome my challenges? So it is right. How do I help people to overcome their challenges to inculcate this habit of physical activity? So that has helped me in leading this Fit India movement.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As always, leading by example and reinstating the belief that age is just a number. Thank you, and I think Mr. Udit is back with us, so I hand it over to him.
I think we are also running out of time. Can we take 2 quick questions, Sachin?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, Rimaji, a question that has come from the media is, how big is the role of influencers on social media to promote health and fitness?
Udit, may I just we just asked this question to Rima.
You did. Okay.
We did. And also to Ekta ma'am.
Yes.
About being a sports individual and a participation in the administration of sports.
So should we, I'll want to go to Neil for the same thing. Neil, how can we bring more participation in grassroots sports post the pandemic? What is your opinion on that?
Good question. So I guess we will have to, there's something called the network effect. A lot of solid programs are already in place. The Prime Minister, Shri Mr. Modi, Shri Kiran Rijiju, they have actually over a period of time through the enterprises that they lead have already unleashed the big momentum. Fit India, Khelo India, etc. That's one platform. What Rima seems to be doing is the other platform. What Ekta is doing with the schools is the other platform. What we tend to do is another community. Communities is another platform. I believe there's to to be able to come to a groundswell, as they say, when the tides rise, one has to join hands together, because I guess the the awareness is building, the momentum is already there. So one of the strongest ways I believe we should be able to spread further and do a even stronger job at grassroots is to hold hands together. And therefore, the question for us as companies would be, how can we leverage Khelo India and Fit India stronger? The question would be for us is there an opportunity to join hands with Rima to reach women? A lot of corporates or these sports companies like us have a very strong women agenda, almost similar as Rima has. And therefore, I think the wheel has already been invented. It's the question of how do we join hands? How do we go towards a common mission? The clarity call, as Ekta said, is already there. And hence it's the influencers, the people who have resources. It's for them to join hands and do a better job. The other thing on top of that, I would say is all of this will do work better when we really execute with passion and honesty. In a lot of places and companies, as well as in countries, sometimes good causes are given lip service, but execution falls short. So I guess my view would be that the time of ideation is over. It's only about execution.
Neil, I think it's great. I think last question, Ekta ma'am, you've been an athlete at a very high level, and how did that translate into you becoming a better administrator and a better manager in driving the entire field of fitness? It'd be great to hear from you, your opinion.
Udit, just now Sachin asked me this question. I have already answered this. I think you were offline.
We are all out of time and questions then. If anyone wants to put in a final word, I would be great to listen to that, or then we can hand it over to Sachin.
I would just like to add a few points that Fit India is a people's movement. And if it has to really grow as a people-led movement, then people from all walks of life, be it NGOs, be it corporates, schools, colleges, state governments, ministries, as Neil said, we all have to join hands together. And we all have to join hands together and take this movement forward. Not only it will help to make our country healthy and fit, but it leads to a lot of opportunities in the fitness sector also. A lot of growth opportunities. And today we just have around, around 2.6 billion fitness industry.
Yes.
And in US with around 30 crore population, we have this 30 billion fitness industry. So you can see how much is the scope for growth. So not only it can help us be a healthy and fit nation, but also can lead us to an economic growth. So for that, what we need to do is, I urge everyone, be it celebrities, be it influencers, colleges, schools, organizations, everybody join hands together and take forward this clarion call of Honorable Prime Minister to include some form of physical activity in your daily life, absolutely daily. Thank you.
Said Ekta.
You and
Just to add
Neil.
to that, yeah. I think, Ektaji, you put it beautifully. I think we as a nation need to come together and join hands towards the India movement. And we hope, that movements like Pinkathon will also receive more support from the India movement as well. Thank you for having this platform. And I pledge our full support to Fit India from side.
Wonderful, wonderful. Neil, any final comment?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to repeat Ekta and Rima well said. All I would say is in the spirit of Aatmanirbhar Bharat, it is more about self and the clarion call is there. The awareness is not difficult to get. It's about getting up, wearing your shoes. It's good if it's Adidas shoes, and just move.
Yeah.
Great. I think it was a wonderful interaction. Neil, thank you so much. Rima ji, Ekta ji, I think it's very clear we all need to do our bit for fitness. And take a big thank you to CII for bringing us together today to discuss. And I think I look forward to inviting all of you to Ahmedabad at the stadium. We can do a little bit of brainstorming on how we can take fitness to the next level together. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thanks for the
Over to you,
opportunity.
Sachin.
Sachin, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And yes, it's the way ahead. And straight, yes, we're looking forward because it's a fantastic stadium, world-class facilities, and we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much. And Rima, as always, you led from the front with your thoughts and being the driving force for women in fitness. Thank you so much. And to support your statement, Rima, about girls and sports, Asian Powerlifting Federation Women's Equip Championship in 2019, gold medalist Ekta ma'am is here with us, who leads by example. Ekta ma'am, you lifted the energy with your powerful words of inspiration. And as you rightly said, sports has to be inculcated as a habit, and age is just a number. कोई भी sports खेलने की कोई उम्र नहीं होती. We need the desire and the passion. Thank you so much, ma'am. Also, Mr. Nilendra Singh providing insights on the digital impact in today's world of sports. As always, you set the right foot forward in all walks of life, and especially in today's dynamic conversation too. And once again, thank you, Mr. Udit Sheth, for moderating this session so seamlessly and making it even more interesting. It's always a pleasure. Thank you to all the panelists. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for this.
Now moving on to the next session of our viewers, Fit India for Aatmanirbhar Bharat. I request that all the delegates, you need to head to the CII Hive lobby that's on the main page. Once again, I repeat, to head to the CII Hive lobby that's on the main page. Click on the conference section, and then we would be looking at the key investment areas in Indian sports. That's our session 6. So please click on to the section that says key investment areas in Indian sports. See you on the other side.